Mick, a bit of a mad game this afternoon against Seaham, but it's a 3-0 win and into the next round of the FA Cup, so you must be delighted with that.
Yeah, 100%, Jay. Listen, when you're playing these cup games, the remit is win the game. You know, getting the next round, beating the hat at 5 o'clock in the evening, and we've done that. I thought we were in full control of the game until Sam got sent off. I'll have to watch it back, but it looked like he was going away from goal. But it is what it is. You know, we've gone on, we've scored after it, we've gone 1-0 up. A few weeks ago, like last year, we'd have probably crumbled there and probably felt sorry for ourselves and found a way to get beat. But I thought our attitude and application today was absolutely spot on.
Yeah, the red card to Sam, it seemed to really galvanise the group, and we got better somewhat. It seemed, and then we went on to break the deadlock soon after. James Knowles with a brilliant diving header and a very brave one at that as well.
Yeah, and hurt himself in the meantime. But yeah, I agree with that. I thought up to the point we were in full control of the ball, but I thought we were sloppy, you know, and we ended up conceding counter attacks because of how sloppy we were and giving the ball away. We probably weren't patient enough in the final third. We were trying to force things, but like you said, yeah, I think you're dead right in what you say in terms of I thought we, you know, when you're back to wall, you need people to dig in, and we've done that, you know, unbelievably well today. I thought we dug in, we showed real resilience. Our shape was excellent without the ball, and you know, we ended up going in at half time at 2-0 up, and to be fair, we could have been 3 or 4. We created a lot of good chances in that game today. We just weren't clinical enough with the last pass and the last ball, but you know, the main thing for me is about creating chances.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, another twist happened. Luca running clean through on goal, literally just about to shoot, and it's clipped from behind. Red card for the defender. What was your view on that one as well?
Yeah, to be in real time, probably looked harsh. To be fair, it just looked clumsy. It just looked like a coming together of legs. Luca's done really well. He's beat two or three inside the box, and he's just got across his man. And I think it's coming together more than a trip. Yeah, in my opinion, it looked probably harsh. But to be fair, Jay, I think even with 10 men today, we probably would have won that game because our shape was so good for a 20-minute, 30-minute period, whatever it was. We were 10 men against 11. Our shape was excellent, and they couldn't break us down. They couldn't get through us, and they ended up start forcing it and sort of giving us the ball back. So I think I'm pretty confident even with 10 men today against 11, we'd have found a way to win that game because without the ball, our resilience was brilliant.
Yeah, there was real pressure on Elliot Andrew for the penalty. Obviously, right on the stroke of half time to go 2-0 up. It was a very cool finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a proper striker, Jay. You see him down here in training. His finishing's excellent. You know, and again, he's not fully up to speed yet. He's missed 2 years of football. He had a bad knee injury, come back and done it again. So we're just starting to sort of, you know, work him out, and he's starting to work us out, and obviously getting him up to speed. So he's going to be a real force for us this year.
How much did that change your team talk? Obviously, we're 1-0 up at the time, and a man light. All of a sudden, 2-0 up, and it's level playing field again.
Yeah, it does to a degree, but you still have to go in there and reiterate, you know, it's clean sheet. Regardless of what happens, it's, you know, keep a clean sheet. I don't care if you don't score again, keep a clean sheet. Don't let them back in the game, because you know as well as I do, Jay, 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. You know, you let a team back in the game, the tails are up, and all of a sudden you're on the back foot, and you just invite pressure, and you sort of become 10 yards too deep. So it was important we kept that clean sheet today, and to be honest with you, I think if we'd have played till tomorrow, we wouldn't have conceded. I don't think Darren had a save to make in the period of time he went in goal. You know, he came for a couple of crosses and that, but I thought defensively today we were absolutely excellent. Josh and Knowles, were unbelievable today.
Yeah, just looking at the second half, and obviously it was all about managing the game, 2-0 up at that point, and they did that really well, didn't they?
Yeah, we just kept reiterating, just keep the ball. You know, really hot day. You know, limit the transitions, limit the counter attacks, keep the ball and move them, because eventually, you know, you'll wear them down with the ball, and we did. You know, we had numerous chances in that second half. We probably should have been a little bit more ruthless and a little bit more clinical, but like I said to you at the start of the interview, Jay, the remit today at 3 o'clock today was win, get in the next round, and we've done that.
And Alfie Dean put the ice on the cake in stoppage time. A nice finish. Frustrating day for him, but a good finish.
Yeah, it was a really frustrating day for Alfie, because it's not his game. You know, when you're asking to drop into a 4-4-1 and just protect the middle of the pitch and, you know, shuffle across, and he wants to receive it in tight spaces on the half turn and hurt teams and be sort of punching passes through into his centre forward and being really cute. But it was one of them games for him today. But you know, there's two sides of football, and you know, you've got to be as good as doing that as you are, you know, when you've got the ball. And today, I think our possession, he was very good in possession. Didn't really happen for him, but you know, it was a really good, really well taken finish at the end.
Obviously, got to mention Dan Thurkel for Braves. I don't know if he volunteered or if he was just the first man told to go in goal or not. But I know you mentioned he didn't have loads to do, but saved that free kick from 30 yards going to the top corner.
Yeah.
Unconventional, but kept it out. It was a cross which he held really well. His kicking was pretty good as well.
Yeah,
unbelievable from him.
Yeah, he's an honest lad. You know, he's come across and he said, look, I'll go and goal. No one was putting their hands up, no, as they wouldn't. But he's come across and said, give me the gloves, I'll go in. You know, and that's what you want your captain to do. You want your captain, you know, when you're back to wall, and you know, when you're in situations like that, you need your captain and your leaders to stand up. And I thought today him and Knowles were absolutely tremendous.
Obviously, got to mention a word on Shep as well. First start since March 2022. I think after a long injury layoff. How impressed were you with his performance?
It's so good to have him back on the pitch, Jay. Just what he gives you for his experience, and you know, when we went down to 10 today for that 20-minute period, 25-minute period, he just has the know-how to drag people in and be horrible and do the horrible stuff well and buy free kicks and slow the game down and manage games of football, and you can't buy that sort of experience. So it's just great to see him back out there enjoying his football again, you know. And he's again, we really missed him last year for his leadership qualities, and you know how good he is on the pitch. You forget how good he is in terms of, you know, he's always in the right place at the right time in terms of breaking play up and getting you playing, and you know, keeping you being patient. And he's really good for young lads in the team in terms of dragging them in and just talking them, coaching through games. So he's like having a coach on the pitch, to be fair.
I could go through the whole team and pick out everyone, but again, I feel like I've got to mention James Knowles at the back as well. Man of the match performance there.
Yeah, he was an absolute man mountain today. He defended like an absolute Trojan. He was really good on the ball when he had to do. You know, after he scored, it looked like he was having to come off. He fell on his neck, really difficult. So we thought he was going to have to take him off. We had Mason ready to come in. He said he didn't want to come off, and to be fair, from that point forward, he was absolutely excellent. I thought he was unbelievable today.
We're going to travel to Borough Rangers in the next round of the FA Cup now. Difficult encounter.
Really difficult game, Jay, on 4G. You know, it's always difficult going to the North East. They're a really good side. I think they've won 3-0 today. We beat them here in the Vase last year, but the scoreline didn't really reflect the game. It was a tight game. We just sort of went into an early lead, and they sort of came back at us. But again, yeah, listen, we have a lot to do between now and then, but it's going to be a really difficult game, and we need all of our best players back and on it and sharp and fit to sort of go up there and get a result.
Back to league action on Tuesday night when we welcome Silsden. They won at Limited 2-0 today, so high league opposition, so they'll be bouncing here, won't they?
A really good side this year, Jay. They were a really good side last year, but I think it's probably clicking for them now. They've brought in some really good experienced players, and they've got good players all over the pitch. They've got a good bench, they've got a good squad. They're a really good outfit, and I think they'll go really close in the league this year, Silsden, if they can keep everyone fit. So again, you know, we'll have to speak to people tomorrow because there's going to be a lot of tired legs. We might have to make some changes for Tuesday night just to freshen things up a little bit. But yeah, listen, we'll come here Tuesday night with a game plan, and we'll play to win the game. Obviously, Silsden will do the same thing, but you know, it's important when we're at home we play to win the game.
Big well done, Nick.
Cheers, Jay.